So I've just been for a swim. Try and do one on the Friday in a pool, and it was a good swim, really good swim. So that begs the question: so what constitutes a good swim? Well, for me, this swim was mile in distance. The average heart rate was quite low for well, around what I wanted. Maximum heart rate wasn't too high. The pace wasn't actually as quick as I often go. For me, a good swim is the fact of what's recorded exactly it was supposed to be. So everything should be accurate now with all the stats I've got. Average pace of 2:26, which is great. I know in the open water it'll be over 3 minutes. But that's what constitutes for me a good swim. But training for the rest of the week has been interrupted, shall we say. So I've started on a new 5 to 6 week Olympic distance plan. We're not following it to the letter, as in each day it says Monday do this. Just say, their plan starts on a Monday, but you can get it started any day of the week. Just being sensible with it, but doing all the workouts that are on it. So Monday was my usual walk in the morning, family appointment early afternoon, and that's when things suddenly took a change. Car broke down, wouldn't start, and had to be towed away to the garage, which that was a whole day sort of gone. From that, I was supposed to do a run in the evening with the run club, but that wasn't going to happen. Didn't get back in time, but didn't get depressed with it. It's one of the things. Tuesday's workout was a walk to go and collect the car. Got the message saying it was just a flat battery, so that was always brilliant news. It wasn't going to cost too much. Check things like the alternator, stuff like that. So yeah, great news that it wasn't the alternator. Basically, it was just the battery. Battery had died, so £186 for a battery. And I got there, that's all they charged me for. It says the sort of checks are free on the alternator and stuff like that. So it was done next day. And yet we were struggling to get somebody to come out and do it at one point. So that brings me to Wednesday. Now Wednesday I thought I'd try a new class at the leisure centre. Not seen it before. Apparently it was new to pretty much everybody. And it's a substitute class, which is why it's new. It was called body conditioning. I thought it looks alright. Talk about strength and conditioning work. It doesn't seem like it needs to use weights. To be honest, you could do most of it without the weights they asked you to use. I mean, we used a mat, but you could even get away if you're doing it at home, yoga mat, carpet, that sort of thing. It was good. Did that, then went upstairs to do my run workout, which is on the planner 6 to 7k. Although I've also got down written 8k, so I'm not quite sure. But basically, it's pretty much an hour for me. And that was all programmed in automatically with the treadmill changing speed for the intervals. There were long 20-minute odd intervals, and all was fine. But that night, I struggled with hamstring pain across my hip, so maybe I've just done a bit too much. And I followed that up afterwards with about 20 to 30 minutes with the compression boots, Thera boots. So Thursday was, got two sort of things on today. So the plan is to do a 3-hour sort of endurance recovery ride. Probably more, it's basically done in zone 2 heart rate, as near as I can get it. So not a big effort, it's always going to be a bit of an effort moving a bike. Also, what we've got is a sort of group ride going on Thursdays from the local leisure centre. It's not linked with them at all, it's just a meeting point. We're meaning to go, it goes every second and fourth Thursday of the month. So it should be on today. However, the person I've been contacting needs a sort of faster group, and he's away. Not many of his group can go anyway, so it looks like there's only about 4. But the main group thought the weather was going to be bad on Thursday, so they actually went on Wednesday. So I read the message when I got there Thursday and thought, why don't I just go for this 3-hour Zone 2 ride? And I just wandered around on my bike. That's all I need to do. It's enough to keep an effort up. That's all I need, you know what I mean? No big efforts as such. There was a couple of times when there were big efforts. Sort of got back near towards home at about the 2-hour mark and thought, oh, what can I do? Just went wandering further and further on the bike. So 3 hours was done, hamstring no pain, until night time again. And so Friday is just the swim, which we've just done. Like I say, that was a good swim. The weekend, I've not got anything planned, but I do want to try and get out and do another sort of bike ride. I think with my hip and hamstring hurting on the run, it might be a wise idea just to leave the running till Monday into next week. No point damaging it. I'm not going to lose anything by missing one workout. It would have been a part run, so it would have just been a 5k. One thing I do realise is I've got to put some tempo work in. Most of the work I do is either short intervals or just endurance and recovery work. It is also the town's half marathon on Sunday. I might see if I can volunteer, if they need any volunteers last for that. Cheerio. Oh yeah. If you want training tips and videos to follow my vlog, you want the videos up there, and you want to subscribe to the channel, and